What's up, boys? We are back with part 3 on the 2018 Honda CRF125F. We're going to be splitting the case here. We're going to be taking out the crankshaft, transmission. Looks like even the kickstart is up inside of there, which is unique. So let's get to it. We've already took out most of the case bolts, I think in video 1. So I'm gonna hook up the puller. This is something you're definitely gonna need to get the job done, especially with a new engine. With any engine, it comes with these. I'm gonna screw it on real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, so we got our puller set up in an optimal position. I'm not gonna get this lower half just because that's kind of not really where anything is. There's a dowel pin at the top right here that's gonna be holding us together. There's one at the bottom, and there's also one up here at this top right. So we're gonna shoot for those on separation points. We got our 17. We're gonna go ahead and put it on and listen for a crack, a snap, I should say. Well, it's always a good idea to double check, make sure there's no more case bolts holding on anywhere that you might have missed. I don't see any, so we're gonna start going for it. We'll listen. Oh, there's the crack. Came pretty easy. So one thing to note here is the separation. You see how it's split a lot more in the front and not much in the back. So what we're going to want to do is back it off a little bit. Let me position the camera again. So we're just going to back it off a little bit, and we're going to kind of pinch the front. Or we can go ahead and also use this transmission right here and just give it a couple little taps. That's gonna line us up. Make sure you push it in before you start tapping, because if there's any kind of play on that, you could damage the case behind it. So we're gonna start splitting again. This time we're gonna keep a little bit of pressure right here on this dowel, because we know that this top one's not coming easy. You know what? If we reposition this, we might actually be able to, well, let's keep going. It won't be that big of an issue. We'll just have to give it a couple taps every now and then at worst. All right, so it's got us again. We'll push her in. A couple little taps, lined up. Start going again. All right, so now it's done. It's done with the lockup. This is what we're looking like. Pretty even all the way through. The dowels are done. You can see one right there. It's a stubborn one. So we're gonna continue going until we fill the crankshaft completely. Leave the crank bearing, which or leave the case, one or the other. Oh, looks like it's starting to split a little uneven. Keep an eye on it still. It can be tricky. As long as you keep pressure on this front or whichever side's bad. Alright, so I think it's completely out. Yeah, like I was saying before, you'll feel the bearing either leave the case, or you'll feel the crankshaft leave the bearing. And then you could just you'll just feel the wrench kind of slopping around. So at this point, we're gonna remove our pusher. We're gonna take the case off the stand, and we're gonna put it on our desk here. So be right back. All right, so we got it on our little shelf here. What we're gonna do, it honestly looks easier to take it from the other half, but I mean, we're just gonna keep this pretty standard. and tip it like so, and you're gonna grab this end of the case, this end of the case, push your shaft right here, your crankshaft. Ooh, this is a little bit locked. And then you're also gonna push your primary, and you might need to tap it. See what comes with us. It really does not want to go. One second. Alright, so this bad boy does not want to come the standard way. We're just going to try to see what we could pull off here. And see what comes with us. We'll try to hold what we can onto this other side. Looks like our drum is rum-pum-pumming away. So we're gonna let go of our kickstart assembly shaft. That's our kickstart shaft assembly. Dug deep inside the engine. Different. Try not to drop anything here. So I don't see any thrust washers or any washers that are just falling off here. That's a good thing. On this end, it is the same scenario. There is no loose. Oh, there's one on the kickstart shaft at the very end here. Once it focuses, there it goes. So our shift drum that fell out, hopefully it didn't get damaged. Looks pretty solid. So I don't see any notches. One thing you want to look for is notches in these grooves that can hang the shift fork dowels. This is very clean. Alright, so we'll set that aside. Let's see what we got here. This half. Actually, let's go for the transmission. So we got just a single shift fork, or shift fork shaft, which it's already loose because the drum's out. So there it is. You can kind of just ease it out. Looks like it has that orientation if you're reinstalling. Make sure to put it in a bag. Keep it nice and clean. Clean it before you put it in, whatever. Make sure you use all the grease. So next we'll just go ahead and, well, this was actually a tough part because this other half was, the counter shaft was getting held up. This has a thrust washer right here. So take note of that if you are reinstalling. So we'll get this drive shaft out. Oh, there's another washer right there you could see. This is not easy though. We're gonna have to just give it a tap. Not sure what's holding it up. I hope it's not grooving our case out. Looks like it was just the seal. So you're gonna have to replace the seal, I guess, if you split the case, which I would recommend doing anyway. So there it is. There's your drive shaft. There is this thrust washer right here. Make sure you keep track of that, don't lose it. Those are essential for the long life of your fine Honda engine. So we got that bagged up. We'll stick it inside with the rest. We've got our shift shaft right here, which we already went over. Or I apologize, our kickstart shaft. Hopefully I didn't say it was a shift shaft earlier. It's our kickstart shaft. And it does have that one washer on the other end. Keep track of it. Then we got our drum. We'll bag that up. It has the retainer clip right here. Make sure that's in good shape. Oh, this is a small bag, I guess, whatever. And last but not least, we have our crankshaft. So to get it out of this side, sometimes you actually have to use the pusher. Again, hopefully not. Sometimes you could just tap it out with the rubber mallet, which is what you really hope, you hope for. But it does not appear like that's going to happen. This crank might fit on the hydraulic press, so I might just try that. For those at home, let's see if the same pusher fits. 1 second. Okay, so we're gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna try to finish this video so everybody at home could do it. You've been this far so far, so hopefully we could finish the rest, right? We've hooked it up so they're all pretty even there. We're just gonna hold it and start cranking, and she should, oh man, hold on, I did not line it up that well at all here. Make sure you center it very good, the punch. All right, let's try it again. Let's make sure we're lined up. Looks pretty straight. We're going for it. Ooh, quite the crack, huh? She was in there. Did not want to come out. Ooh. And there she is, boys. Hopefully we did not damage the crank or the case. We're going to take a look at the case real quick. Tiny bit of side to side. Pretty solid crank though. It's going to be up for sale. Florida Bike Supply. I don't know how long it'll be on there for, but I'm going to be listing it pretty soon. If you need anything else from this, just let me know. If it's not listed and it's not in bad shape, I'm all about helping people. So I mean, you could almost just name a price, you know, and as long as it's a reasonable price, it's not a problem at all. I will go lower than anybody else, I guarantee it. And I probably take better care of all my stuff. So we got our case here. Just a little bit. I shouldn't say that I take care of my stuff better. Everybody, I'm sure, is very well at doing what they do. I'm good at it as well. So we've got pretty nice seat here. Doesn't look like anything got damaged. Bearings are nice. Got everything everything there. The journals. This is your oil galley. The gasket has the other, but here's another. You need to make sure these are clean. If you ever have like a bearing go bad, you got to replace bearings. You got to make sure all these are clean, all your galleys. They actually come up through here to oil. Anyway, not part of the video. That's the first part of the half. This is our second. Looks pretty solid. I don't see any damage anywhere. No pieces of metal. Once again, the seat looks good. Just got more RTV. I'm gonna leave these with him anyway. I don't know. I'm gonna maybe message him and see if he wants me to take these off. This is gonna be sold already, both case halves. That's actually the reason we did this video. I don't know if you watched the full thing. But yeah, I do requests. So if you need anything, just let me know for sure. On eBay, Florida Bike Supply. Looks pretty solid. All right, so that's how you break the whole engine down. Got the whole thing. This is part 3 ending. Chris Cameron signing out. Florida Bike Supply. Check us. Like, subscribe, please. It helps. Yeah, and if you have any questions on any engines or anything, just leave them in the comments. All right, okay, keep wrenching, boys. Peace.